Everybody, it's Mike with Double Six Outdoors. Weather's been pretty crappy lately. We had some snow last week, which this is Texas, so when it snows, everything gets shut down for long periods of time. It's just been cold. Haven't been able to go out, do much on the water. So I figured I'd do a video quick, just show you some of the rods that I use. Probably about 8 months ago, I made the complete switch over to Sawgrass Rods. I was a huge fan of like the Daiwa Tatula rods, G Loomis, even some Shimano rods, really loved them. Same thing with St. Croix. How I got involved with Sawgrass Rods is there's a fish and tackle store called Fishing World. And I would hang out there, and one day this guy came in, his name was Collins, and he dropped some rods off and we started talking about rods. And he showed me this. This is their Ken Puckett Memorial rod. I've done a couple short videos on this, but this was the first rod I ever bought from him. And it's basically the Bois D'Arc, just colored different. It was actually made in honor of the gentleman that started Fishing World. And bought the rod, took it out that weekend, started throwing it, really liked it. And then started talking to Collins more. I ended up checking out his place where he works, met Chris and some of his other employees. Super great folks, you know, and then the more I find out about the place, the more I like it. You know, everything's made in America. It's, you know, a local business in Dallas, Texas. They're just average guys that are, you know, doing something that they absolutely love. And I just kind of got into it, and then I bought a BCS1. And then I started buying more rods. And then, you know, one day I go to Collins and I'm like, hey, I'm going to muskie fishing up in northern Minnesota, about an hour south of the border. I would like a muskie rod. And Collins tells me, he's like, we've never made a muskie rod before. I'm like, okay. So I sat down with him and Chris, and then we hammered this out, and they made me this beautiful muskie rod. It's about almost 9 feet long, extra long handle. It's balanced extremely well, very sensitive, puts up with a lot of abuse, and you know, I think they only charged me $300 for it. Now, I'm sorry, $300 for a custom rod. I will take that any day. But my whole point with that story is I just really was impressed with the customer service. You know, any questions I had, you know, Collins, Chris, they were more than willing and eager to help me out with stuff. I've learned a lot more about fishing from those guys, and they're just fun to hang out with, which is what I really like about the atmosphere at Sawgrass Rods. They're doing something that they truly love to do. All right. You know, my job, you know, I've been doing it for 20 years. I look at it as a job now. It pays the bills for me and my family. You know, with that being said, I really admire the fact that these guys are going out there and they're chasing their dream, and they're, you know, supporting the community, trying to make Dallas a better place. You know, you gotta absolutely hand it to them. You know, their customer service is amazing. I talked one of my friends into buying a rod from them, and the rod got shipped, had some problems with it. He called Collins up. Collins apologized for it, said, you know what, man, hang on to the rod. I'm sending you a new one, just like that. I don't know where else you get customer service. That's why I really liked Sawgrass Rods. And I made that switch. You know, like I said, I really loved the fact that they were American made. Everything was made in Texas. It was handmade, you know. And then I'm very grateful, probably about 4 months ago, I got the opportunity to buy into the company. So, you know, now I'm starting to do my dream, something that I truly love to do. So that's kind of why I'm doing this video, just explain to you, you know, everything is local with Sawgrass Rods. You know, the folks live in Texas, they work in Dallas. Probably the premium rod, beautiful, amazing rod to fish with. This is the Sawgrass Bois D'Arc. These have the Norfolk composite blanks, the Cerakoil recoil guides, premium cork grips, and like all other Sawgrass products, they're saltwater and freshwater rated. They have 17 different models 3 different actions, 4 lengths, and 5 powers. So for this one, this is my 7.3 medium. I'm throwing a MEPS on it right now, and I have my Daiwa Steez on it. Great rod. Absolutely love fishing with it, you know. And then along with bait casting, obviously bait casting is my favorite to pick from, but you know, this is one of my spinning reels I have of them. This is my medium light. It's a 7.3. I'm using a Vanford 2000, a Shimano Vanford on it. I use this primarily when I'm throwing you know, finesse rigs, stuff like that. You know, the rods feel great, they look great, and they hold up extremely well. So as Collins puts it, this is the BCS1. The BCS1s are kind of like the blue collar series of rods for sawgrass. You know, with that being said, it's a tremendous rod. They're still saltwater rated, Norfolk composite blanks. Extremely comfortable, balanced very well. My favorite rod to use with these, I'm using a 7.7 heavy. Primarily use this for when I'm throwing like topwater lures, frogs, or Texas rigs. Extremely great rod, and you're getting a, you know, their price right now, full price is $199. I believe they're doing a 25% off sale. But with that being said, you can look at like a G Loomis rod that's $260, and machines are making those. These are handmade, made in America, by a local company, and for the price, you know, it's extremely hard to beat. I don't think you can beat them. I use my favorite reel on them by far. It's the Shimano Corrado DC. Absolutely love these. I have a few of them. Swear by them. You know, they're a great price, great reel for the price, and kind of like the rod, so you just can't go wrong with them. So next we have the BCS5. Kind of jumping ahead. Their Sawgrass rods are broke down into BCS 1, 3, and 5. I'm saving the 3 for last because that's my favorite, and I'll just go over why it is. But this is the BCS 5. This is also my spiral rod. This is great. It really prevents torquing of the rod, casts and retrieves well. Great for big fish. I've got a huge crankbait on it right now. I use this a lot in the spring and summer and fall when I'm going after a big northern pike or muskie. Extremely comfortable rod. Absolutely love it. I'm using a Daiwa Tatula 300 on there. You know, just like all the other Sawgrass rods, as Norfolk composite blanks, as well as they're saltwater rated. So extremely nice not having to remember which rods are saltwater, having to buy extra rods for it. They're all rated for them. So next up, probably my favorite rod, the rod I love the most from Sawgrass, is the BCS3s, the Inshores. I really love them. They have once again the Norfolk composite blanks. They have the recoil guides, so they'll put up a lot more abuse. Premium cork handles. They feel great. On this one, this is my 7-foot medium. I use it for a lot for kayaking. It has a shorter handle. I'm throwing a Shimano Aldebaran on it. And then this is my medium light BCS3. I have another Aldebaran, but a BFS on it. Throwing a extremely small beetle spinner. I seem to have pretty good luck with that lately. And then my spinning rod, it's a medium, 7-foot, with a Shimano Vanford on them. I just really like the way they feel. They look like a beautiful rod. They hold up extremely well, and once again, they're saltwater rated. You know, can't ask for more with a rod. These are I'd say they're medium level rods. You know, they have 9 different powers and sizes in them. You know, I've got heavy, extra heavy, medium heavy. I also have a ultralight that's in my office. I absolutely love going after a crappie, walleye with that as well. I know I've done a few videos on this, but I'll just say it again. Sawgrass rods, we are first responder owned. So if you're a police officer, firefighter, paramedic, you know, you're a veteran, you're in the military, you know, dispatcher, corrections officer, whatever, you know, shoot me an email, Mike at shoot me an email at 66 Outdoors, and I'll give you the promo code so you can get our first responder discount. And if you're not a first responder, you're still interested in purchasing a rod, shoot me an email still at 66outdoors@gmail, and we will I'll shoot you a code so you can get free shipping on these. Check out their website. Like I said, it's first responder owned, local company, everything's handmade. You know, truly love fishing, you know, out there, just going out there, have a great time, you know, being able to explore stuff, try different new techniques, trying different things. You know, Sawgrass Rods is the way to go. This is Mike with 66 Outdoors. I hope you guys like this. Thank you very much.